Yeah,
It's a Malayalam words.
that's right, Malayalam. That's right. Very cool.
All right. Again, November 29th. Wow. Look at that. So, one more day, and we are already on December. I think my date is right, or my math is right. And we know in our team in here, right, we have a big project going on for our team next coming week, on the next 2 weeks. Okay, so today, welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us in here. Of course, why we are in here, we always talk about every week about the business aspect that we have in here in Atomy, not only for the business, but also to know more about the knowledge of our product and a lot of things. But I guess this one here is not right. Okay, so today I have some of us in here that will also discuss about product and knowledge. Okay, and I'm sure product knowledge, that is what I mean. All right, so I would just like to start with this meeting with a little bit of background. What do we really need to, and what else we can do in here on us? Every week we are meeting in here in our global business meeting, and this is composed with a different country already for us. Like Kuwait, we have in here. Mom Julie is from the Philippines, and of course, our Joyce is in Poland, right? Malapa, and I think Nitya is in India. She's based in India, and of course, us in here also in Canada. But what we do really have here is for us to, share our knowledge, experience, and what else we can do as well, right, to be effective or to be successful in our quest of financial freedom. Again, it is not only the money that we are looked after in here, but of course the benefit of the product that we have. But how can we promote our product? How can we let consumers know that our product, Atomy product, are good quality product and also affordable pricing? But on top of those ones are, you know, the good thing for us also to spread, right? The message of Atomy to everybody, the message of hope, the message of, you know, opportunity, and also the message to help others as well. Now, I have 8 habits of success in here that I shared this one time, or one of our partners also shared this to us right way back a couple of months ago. And I think if we look at it in here to begin with, what do really want and how really we are going to do this business on the daily basis, our daily activities. I always question myself when I begin with this business last year. I'm like, how am I going to do this? What I am going to do? It seems like for me in the beginning, it's hard to promote to people. It's hard to talk to people. Even if, our mentors right there keep on telling me every day, right, encouraging me every week or talking to me every now and then and attending meeting as well. I feel like first, I am shy to talk to people. I don't know exactly on how to approach people. I tried Facebook, I tried, contacting all my friends, but it's kind of like way off for me. But you know what I've learned throughout? It's the confidence that I have. Why? I don't have knowledge. I don't know much about Atomy. I don't really feel right the benefit of the product, and I don't really feel or see the vision of Atomy for me and for everybody, for all the members. But as we always do, hearing from others as well, and also doing our own initiative to learn on our own. So these are all the 8 habits of success, or 8 habits that we can really do it for ourselves every day. So at least a 15 minutes of reading materials about product, about our system, about what is the background, the history of our company. It helps. 15 minutes a day, maybe we can add it to 30 minutes a day, right? Watching those VOD, it is already a habit for me every day to watch those VOD. And from time to time, I keep on right posting it into our website, into our group chat. So this all of this, right? This 8 habit of success, if we try to practice this every day, it will help us to get more confident and more motivated. How? Because it adds our knowledge. It adds into our vocabulary to discuss and share what is Atomy is all about. And the most important, as I mentioned earlier, hearing from other members, business partners, especially as in here, we are basically like 4, 5 countries. So our, environment is different to each other. But if we hear from Kuwait and how they do the business, if we hear as what we heard it from Arjus earlier, and how she promote our product and how she introduced it to the other, right, other friends as well. So this is the beauty of us. Again, we go back into our product and how good our product is. As what we always says, our product sell itself. So participating in this meeting, inviting others as well to hear it from us, from others, you know, the synergy of the intensity of everybody to learn more about this business is will just add on into us. So for some of us in here, we do have new members from Kuwait as well, and also Malapa from India. This is what we do. Yes, this is a weekly basis, but there are a lot more meetings actually for us to learn. Not only here, not only in every Sunday, we do have every Tuesday's meeting. I believe Malapa also joined the Tuesday's meeting, the business introduction that is sponsored from our center. And that is actually the center, right? Training is part of our success, right? Atomy success system, right? Activity. But as in here, this is above and beyond, right? The company system. We are also conducting this training, webinars, sharing our ideas and sharing our experience as well. So participating in a meeting like this would also help us. And this is how I started as well. From last year, started only like maybe 4 of us, 5 of us every Thursday, and I keep on adding and adding and adding. So encourage your members as well. Encourage new friends to join us in this meeting. Another one is love of our product, of course, right? Myself, I cannot talk about a product because I am not good on, reading or researching the product, ingredients, and everything. But my experience itself with the product that is speak louder than what the words that states in there or what we can read it there. I know exactly if I say that oil essential that we have, I know exactly and how good that product is, and I can right be I can I will be proud all day to say that that oil stays on my hair for the rest of the day. If we talk about hemohem, I'm sure I have an experience about hemohem and how hemohem helped my my condition, my worst condition. Now when we share it to others, when we promote our company, the shopping mall, the vision of the company, the opportunity of this business to others, what do? We show them the plan. We show them that this is what the company vision for us. And of course, what the company do every now and then in every countries, right? What is the mission of the company? Yes, it is not being published or presented on the national news, but the company is doing right. The Atomy branches in every country is doing their best every now and then to share right to every people. Again, we love the product, right? We I gain our confidence by learning what is Atomy is all about, watching those VODs, attending these seminars, meetings, right? Using our product, tell others. What do we see? What do we learn already from Atomy? And on top of that, of course, introduce the consumer our product. Tell others about our experience with the product and how good our product are, right? And how affordable our product. And I think that is the only way that we can actually gain our momentum. A lot of my members, business partners, they ask me, especially to those new ones, how to do this business. If we only do all of these 8 habits every day in a short period of time, you will learn on how to do this business. Again, it starts from ourselves. Confidence. How can we tell others if we don't have knowledge about what is really Atomy is? What is the vision of the company? What are the products of in our shopping mall? Right? And the best part for us, and I always emphasize this as well, consultation. Keep talking, keep asking questions, especially to your sponsor. If your sponsor cannot provide you the answer, right, ask other right leaders. Reach out to your leaders or any leaders. Reach out to me, reach out to Vinod, right? Dan, Ari in here. So anybody in here, reach out to us. I know if the person that you ask cannot give you exact answer of your questions, I'm sure she or he will also introduce you to somebody that knows more about the company, the product, and of course, right, the opportunity that we have in here in Atomy, right? So by doing this again and again and again, empowering yourself, learning about the system, right, having confidence on how to share the product, the vision of the company, and the benefit as well of being a member, I think it will just earn you a confidence to tell others about Atomy. And not only that, I think it will earn us as well, right, the credibility on how we promote our online shopping mall, the business, and of course, in overall, right, the opportunity to have in here. Okay. So today I will ask one of us in here to share when we talk about love of the products, and I'm sure she is totally in love with the product. And that's how it started actually, the love of the product. So I will invite Can to share to us how and what kind of product. I'm sure if you talk to Can, all of the product in here in our shopping mall, she love it. But I'm sure she will only going to give us a quick glance and what kind of product are those one, Can.
Um, Actually, John, I prepare 3 products, like the detailed information, like what the products are. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, Can.
Okay, thank you, John. Um, I have a presentation. Can I share my screen, please? I don't share screen. Okay, got it. Okay, so today I prepared 3 products to talk about. Um, the new There are few new products that we haven't talked about. Today I'm talking about Atomy pure spirulina or spirulina, however you say it. So why is this important to take? So every day we eat food and all this stuff, but we never really eat like the right amount. So spirulina is a good supplement for protein and other minerals and fiber. So what is spirulina? It's a single cell plant, like single cell chlorophyll, like the green, almost like vegetable, but it's the total body of it. So when you take this, you actually eat the microorganism. So whatever it makes of spirulina, you take it. So it's mostly you get all the essential amino acid and all the essential fatty acid and all the mineral and vitamins that support human life. So it's suggested by WHO that this is a future food, not long from now, to grow food enough for the people in the world, and it's going to be hard. And spirulina is another source that could keep us alive and healthy. So this is the importance of the spirulina. So our spirulina is also grown in a very clean water. So we know the source of spirulina, where it comes from, and it is safe from the pollution, and it grows in a rich mineral area. So it's a good protein source that we know the source is, and the price is not bad. It's totally affordable and comparable to other products in the market. And what spirulina does, so it also for the skin care purpose, it reduces wrinkle and make the skin more elastic, and also have antioxidant benefit. So cancer and all other pollution damaging diseases will be helped with this product. And our products, the spirulina is in a capsule. You take 1-2 times a day, and it doesn't smell. The capsule is easily swallowed, and it's odor free, and it's 100 spirulina, doesn't contain any other species in it. And as I have been known about, like Amway, they also have the spirulina as one of the supplement, and they were in a tablet. So they make it powder and make it a tablet, and it really smells, and you have to take at least 5 to 20 a day to get enough nutrients from it. So our spirulina is good, and you get all the nutrients you need for the day. So instead of taking a lot of multivitamins and all other things, and you don't get protein from that too, this is another good choice. And the second product is my loving coffee. So our company also have instant coffee. This is a 3-in-1 coffee. So what's the difference with the other products in the market? So our coffee made of 100% Arabica beans. So it's a high end and tastes the best. And they source it from the best beans of the world. And it's also have a creamer that is not just vegetable oil and all those things. It used casein, which is the protein component of milk. So milk has 3 components. They have sugar, fat, and protein. When you remove fat, you have protein and sugar, which is lactose left. And casein is this component that Atomy use in our coffee, but usually it is not soluble, so it doesn't dissolve in the water. Other company, they would make it soluble by process it more by adding sodium. But for this company technology, they could eliminate that and make casein water soluble, and that's it's less processed than other brands. So you actually get a good benefit of good coffee plus good creamer. So, and it is not as not expensive as you think. If you go outside to buy coffee, you will pay at least $2 for a cup of coffee. But if you make your own coffee with Atomy brand, you pay about 50 cents for this. So it's and in pandemic time, we try to avoid going out and going to different store, going to drive through and all these things. So this is a good choice to keep your body safe and safe for contacting with others. And it tastes great. You don't add a lot of water. You add only like about half, like a little bit more, like 100 ml, and then it tastes very good. So this is where the sauce come from. And the third one, it's a must try. It's a must have actually. So it's my favorite dish detergent. So what makes it different? It's made of all natural ingredient and has biodegradable effect. And it's very concentrated, and you can use only one drop and it will clean the whole dish sink. And also it has the calamansi extract. It's one of the citrus thing that has the citrus fruit that has 30 times vitamin C. And because of the vitamin C is in the ingredient, when you wash the dishes, your hand actually come out much softer than before you start washing your dishes. So my hands don't break anymore. And washing the dishes are not as problematic as before. And also you can use a little drop of this detergent to wash fruit and vegetable, because this is a class 1 dish detergent. So you can rinse your vegetable and fruit off and rinse off the bubbles from the fruits, and your fruit will be clean of pesticides, wax, and dirt, and all. And this is some of the country that has this. I have seen only New Zealand, that you don't have to rinse off the bubble. You just wash this dishes in this kind of dish detergent and you wipe it off and put it in the shelf. So it's edible. So your body will save, the environment will be saved. So I recommend you try to change your dish detergent to this. But in Thailand, it's a law. If your product is sold as dish detergent, you cannot advertise that you can wash your food with it, because people don't understand that not all dish detergent is the same. So they will do it with other brand, which is not safe. So the law said you shouldn't advertise that you can wash fruits and vegetables. So you just tell your members, don't advertise it in a meeting. Okay. That's all for me today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ken. So there we are, right? From our, of course, from our own experience and how good our product is. So again, when we know exactly learning, right, try our product, and of course, learning what is really, right, the content of this product really add into us, right? First, the value, right, of the product. Second is, right, the confidence of telling, of course, other people about the product. Go ahead, Ken.
John, all this information, if you want more detail, you can go to channel Atomy, and then will be a business resource section, and there will be like all the slides you need in that section. So you don't have to make new ones and find the pretty pictures for yourself. You can just use those if you are doing your own meeting.
That's
Yeah,
pretty good, Ken.
yeah,
Would you be able to show it later on in our screen?
yeah.
By where is that exactly that material is?
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's also
I will.
available to everybody.
Oh,
So for us in here, for all of, right, especially the new, right, yeah, participants that we have in here, new members or some of us that hasn't really, right, tried it yet. So all of these materials are available in our website. It's all free for us. Those, as Ken mentioned, those right presentation, those details of her presentation, she actually got it from our, right, from our site. So there is no way that we cannot really share this information to our consumers, to our new business partners or prospect, as what we call it. The materials is provided, but what we only need is to learn more about it, and that is the way that we do our business. Share the knowledge, share the information, relay the information, talk to consumers to try our product, shop into our shopping mall. Are you be able to share that kind, the screen slide,
oh,
or no?
I found it. Yes.
Okay.
One moment. Am I mute? I This is Atomy Canada channel Atomy. So when you go to the main page, you just click here, product resource, and it will show you all either poster or product presentation. It comes in PDF file. You click on it. If you have the computer or a phone with you, you go to here and you can just go on the different slides like this, and it has all the information you need. So you actually don't need to memorize this, just know the core idea, why you have to take this product, why our Atomy brand is the good choice or better choice. Um, so there will be plenty of information from different country. Different sites have different things. Some has English, some have other languages based on where the country is from. So for myself, I use the Thailand website a lot. So this is the Canada one. So according to your members, you can find all the materials you want on different site, and you don't have to log in. So even the person who are not members yet, they can still access some of this. Only some of them will be only member. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you so much, Ken. So especially for our new members in here, I've seen that we do have a lot of or a couple of new members here, right? I like to also acknowledge Emma Almendra. Emma is from Hong Kong. And for the rest in here that I might forget to mention or forget to acknowledge, later on, please, whoever, right, I invited you. Please acknowledge your new invitees to be also acknowledged in this meeting. Okay. So as I mentioned, for us in here, every week that we are sharing all of the information that we have in here. And again, right, when we talk about earlier, we talk about the product, kind shared it to us and how good our product is. What is the benefit of this product? And those information, as Khan mentioned, is available for us in our system. And not only that, right? In this meeting as well, we also encourage each one, right, in the future to participate, right? Ask questions, by participate in the discussions, or if you are interested too, you can also participate in this kind of right presentation. But for us in here, I would like also to move forward. We do have the product, we know, right? Atomy is a free membership club. There is nothing in there to pay to join. It's all free. And one of our member actually also asked me earlier, is there any fee? Let's say if I register right now, do I have to purchase product? No, it is our voluntary choice why to purchase the product on our own. You can register, you have your ID and your account in the system, but the company is not forcing us. There is no mandatory purchases in here. But again, right, how can you tell if our product is really good if you don't try the product? We do have 1 year before our ID get expired and get terminated in the system. But if we are looking into a business opportunity, especially, right, we need to learn the vision of the company. What is really Atomy vision for every member, for all of us? Why is it Atomy is spending a lot of resources, right, to conduct seminars, training, right, center, right, training as well to educate the members and also to help members to do the business. Okay. I think the best person that can also help us to share that kind of knowledge for today is our very much right, right, the quick team introducer, Mr. Dan. Dan, will you be able to share to us what is the vision that you see in Atomy that you can also share to everybody, especially for our new right members in this meeting?
Yes, I'm prepared today, John.
Yes.
It's always 50-50 some days, but yes. Now let me share my screen. Okay, you can see my screen. This is the Atomy site.
Yes, we do.
Okay. All right. So we talk about many things, and Khan had mentioned going to the channel Atomy and different places to get resources. There is so much available to us, so much information, so much product information, so much information about the company and the mission and all these things. And we can never cover everything in these meetings. We just don't have enough time. Um, it would take us hours and hours to review even a quarter of what's out there. But we also, maybe for new people, need to spend a little more time showing them the website. And so here, this is the Canada landing page where I would log in here. Now, I'm not going to bother logging in because that's not what I want to show you today. But here, under Atomy Family, this is what Khan was talking about, where you go. So when you click on that, it shows you all of the different countries where you can go and log in. The channel Atomy, which is loaded with those video on demand that John was talking about, all the resources we need. Atomy Mobile, I'm not even sure what's under that tab, to tell you the truth. But the one I wanted to go to is the corporate site. Is right at the bottom here is Atomy Corporation. So we click on that and we go over there and we land on the main corporate site. And here's a lot of tabs. And that's what Khan was saying, under products and so on. There's a lot of it, so much information here. In the individual country sites, you can get the product information quite often in the language of that country. But here on the corporate site, you can choose your language as well. See over here, it's got a drop-down menu. Unfortunately, I don't see Filipino on there, but I'm sure that's coming. But that's not what I wanted to show you today. I wanted to talk about Atomy's mission and Atomy's basic moral foundation. Why Atomy is trying to share the wealth of the world, right? With countries like Cambodia, where the very poor country, Cambodia, the Philippines, Thailand are both considered third world countries compared to Canada and the United States and most of Europe. So the philosophy of the company is to share the wealth of the world. And it's very important to understand what that really means. So here we have, I'm on this tab called sustainability. And here we instantly go to the social contribution tab. And there's 4 headings here: the culture of sharing, sharing activities, Dreamy Foundation, and Dreamy School. Now, we don't have time to cover every detail of each of these, but we certainly have some time to look at what these things are about. So here we have the culture of sharing. And it says, Atomy's company's roots run deep in the community. Most effective way to establish connection between the company and the community is to celebrate a culture of sharing, which employees and members of Atomy can participate together. And, most corporations have a lot of slogans on the wall and sayings and this and that. Everyone has the things that they want everyone to believe about the corporation. But in most of the big corporations I've ever worked for, they're just words on the wall. They usually don't have any real meaning. They say them because they must, because it's expected to have these kinds of policies and so on. With Atomy, I don't find that to be the case. I find that the words on the wall came from the actual actions and beliefs on the ground and the true actions of the company. So now we go to sharing activities. In appreciation for the great love and trust that we received through the years, Atomy pledges to continue giving back to society through various sharing activities and social contributions for the happiness of our neighbors. And again, all the evidence that I see points to these being genuine statements that Atomy truly wishes to reach out and help every community that they're involved in. And the Dreamy Foundation, I don't know a lot about, but it's a missionary foundation established to promote the Christian gospel ministries and activities. Now, I know we have quite a few Filipino members and many Filipinos, and then I'm not saying anything about anyone else, but many Filipinos are quite religious. And this certainly can grab your attention that Atomy and the Dreamy Foundation are founded to continue to spread the Christian gospels. I don't really recall other non-religious companies. Like, this is a business. This is not a religious organization, but I've never seen really a company that has true Christian values as one of their foundation points. And again, you may be very religious, you may be not religious at all, but I don't think anybody can find fault with people who want to help others based on their Christian beliefs. It's hard to find fault with that, even if you're not religious. And then the Dreamy School is another extension of this. It's an alternative school located, I'm not going to try and say that, in South Korea, built on the spirit of Christian values. Dreamy School paves the way for a new kind of educational model. Obviously, the school is based on Christian values. So moving on, we go to the products. And under sustainability, you have eco-friendly policy. So here we are, committed to recycling and saving resources. Now, I'm not going to read the whole page. All of this is available to you quite easily to go to the corporate site and read about how exactly Atomy is taking action to be more sustainable, to be more eco-friendly. The products, most of the products, when you look at the ingredients, are as much as possible based on all natural and organic ingredients. That's just the starting point. There's much more to it. When you get into how they manufacture the products and how they work with their partners to um, reduce waste and reduce the materials and packaging and all these things. No one is perfect. Obviously, we can't get products into consumers' hands without some packaging. It's unavoidable that there will be packaging. But again, Atomy goes to great lengths to work with their partners to make the products as sustainable as humanly possible. And moving on to the next tab, we have the Lifestyle Design Lab. So again, they're literally have people working full time in designing and redesigning products and packaging to minimize the effects on the environment. And this is important these days. Most people are very aware of powerful environmental movements in the world now. Um, there's a, and Atomy has, and they even have awards. They win awards for the improvements they make on manufacturing processes and specific to some products and things that are out there. Um, and again, read for yourself on the corporate site all of the detail, because we don't have all day to discuss line by line all the detail. But again, many companies say that they are for the environment, but it's usually just a slogan on the wall. Adam can show you, you can see actual examples every day. We're not just talking about, um, a one-off thing. Now we move on to into the social contribution, the culture of sharing. And this is what got my attention. And what I started with here is that Atomy literally wants to reach out and help the poorer nations of the world. And uh, so here are the sharing activities. They list all the countries on this tab. I'll show it again under sustainability. The culture of sharing is where we are. So you can go here and you can click on all these different countries and you can see a list of all the different activities and all the actual, it lists the Korean won that they spent on each of these different activities in all these different countries over the years. This is an ongoing mission for Atomy to help. Now, I'm in Canada. I'm going to click here. The last time I looked, I don't think there was really much going on the charitable side. There wasn't, see, no data for Canada, but we're a rich country. We don't really, and we have a lot of social programs or governments and various charitable groups that we support in Canada do a lot of the outreach. But when you go now click on the Philippines, it's a different story. And you can see over the years that they send money to the Philippines to help with various projects. Here's Thailand, some scholarships and donating some products. Of course, because it's a Korean company, the list of the charitable activities is much longer in Korea. But the point is, in most of the countries we operate, Cambodia, very poor country, and here support for Children's Hospital, donating school uniforms, many different outreach programs that Indonesia is another country with a big population. And again, 140 million, I don't know, RP, I assume is an Indonesian currency. I don't know what that converts to, but it sounds like a lot. And again, in the US, I don't know if there's much of it. No, there's a few things. So they are reaching out to in the US. But again, we can't go through this line by line, but it just shows that Atomy puts the money behind what they practice what they preach, is the saying in Canada. I don't know if there's an equivalent in the Philippines and other languages, but they practice what they preach, which means they spend the money to support the causes that they tell you they're supporting. It's not just a slogan on the wall, it's a real activity in the world. And here's just a list again under the same sustainability. under sharing activities. So here's a billion Korean won for severe rain damage um, from these some of the typhoons that have hit this year. And again, I'm not going to go through every different item, but the list goes on and on and on. And there are now, after 11 years of Atomy, there are hundreds and hundreds of outreach items. And everyone is welcome to. I tell people when I first speak to them about Atomy that we're an open book. We have no secrets. There is nothing that Atomy does and nothing that anyone says in this company that needs to be hidden. It's all open and to be shared. Atomy is a company to be shared, and there's no secrets hidden somewhere. There's only positive things that you will ever find when you research this company. And then the Dreamy Foundation I had mentioned, I didn't know much about it, but again, the Dreamy Foundation is a Christian outreach program and involved in building schools and helping children in poor countries is the quickest way to put that. Then it goes beyond that. Now we go to what under the same tab, this is all under sustainability. There's many, many other tabs. Win-win partnerships. And this is possibly the key to Atomy being a business success because Atomy specifically partners with small companies, not large corporations. They seek out small companies who have superior products. They work with them, even to the point of funding them if necessary, so that they can provide the products that they agree to, that they contract with Atomy. The coffee that Con spoke about doesn't come from Colmar. Many of our products do come from Colmar B&H, which is a partnership that Atomy is a part of for most of our products. But at the same time, there are dozens of other companies, small companies, that have partnered with Atomy to produce products, branded Atomy products under contract. And Atomy has all kinds of policies, as I say, to the point of even funding their expansion, paying in cash or even in advance for products if the company needs cash flow. No one does that. Honestly, no one pays cash for products in the corporate world now. And certainly no one helps their business partners, their suppliers, to expand their factory and fund their expansions and buying new machinery and so on. But Atomy does. Once they become a partner with someone, they're committed not only to Atomy's success as a corporation, but to their partner's success. And that's the same philosophy we have as members, that Atomy wants to succeed as a corporation, but they also want to do that through our success and our personal growth. And of course, as a Christian founded company, they would like people to have a little more to what they do than simply trying to make money. It's not only about making money. So, and I'll read this part because this is important to understand. Growing together with our partnering companies is the core value that adheres to the principles of absolute quality, absolute price. Atomy has a one company, one product policy, which minimizes the competition and allows our partners to focus solely on the quality and the price of the products. Atomy ensures an adequate profit margin and offers full payment in cash upon delivery. For companies facing financial difficulties, Atomy provides support to cover the costs of raw materials and operations. Atomy's partnering companies are also given the opportunity to export their products to our global regions. If our partnering companies are successful, consumers can purchase quality products at affordable prices. If the companies gain consumers' trust, Atomy grows. And if Atomy grows, the partnering companies will grow together with us. This is the culture of growing together that Atomy seeks to achieve. And again, these are not just words on the wall. Atomy lives this as a corporation every day. So not only do they reach out to, dig wells in a village in Cambodia so that children can have clean water, or build schools in the Philippines, which they do, and they also reach out to these businesses to help them succeed and to grow their business. And again, the companies Atomy works with, they succeed, Atomy succeeds, and we all succeed. It's all tied together in a big cross cross pollination, if you will. We all sink or swim together in this. We're all in it together, literally, in Atomy. And let me see if CCM. Let's have a look under that tab. I'm not even quite sure what that is. What is CCM? Again, consumer-centered management. Okay, now I remember what this is. So again, the CCM program is certification of some of the products that Atomy produces. And so again, with most things, because Atomy's Korean, most of the awards and different sorts of things that they win are usually Korean based. But as we expand over the world and we grow and we grow and we get more and more business partners and factories around the world, the awards that Atomy will win will become more and more international. It won't all be Korean focused because there's just no way that Atomy can continue to grow at these high pace without expanding the manufacturing to be closer to the sales areas. We talk about Atomy's expansion. They're selling products in Europe, but we don't have any distribution or factories at the moment in Europe. So I expect we will see something in the next year or two. I would expect that distribution and manufacturing to develop in Europe. We talk about the United Kingdom and Turkey being the first two countries that we expect to fully open to Atomy. And I would expect also to hear more news in the future, and I'm sure Ari can touch on this later. We will hear more news in the future about how Atomy will be building out more and more production capabilities and partnerships to support all of us in the products, the actual business that takes place. So I encourage everyone again to go to the corporate site and read about what Atomy is about, what the core values are about. And I challenge all the prospects I speak to, I always challenge them to look for something wrong with Atomy, to find the secret, the bad news that shows Atomy is just like everyone else, or is a bad company, or you shouldn't get involved with them. I challenge them to find that information and bring it back to me because I want to know. Because I can't find, yeah, maybe somebody doesn't like their products for whatever reason, but other than that, other than their personal opinion, I have yet to find a single person come back to me and show me that Atomy is some kind of scam, scheme, pyramid, fraud, something, anything fake. And there is nothing. Atomy is true to their word. And in the end, it comes down to two words for me, and that's proud Atomy. That's it, John.
Wow, thank you so much, Dan. So that is a very, very good information in there that Dan showed it to us. Again, that only shows and prove that this company is transparent to everything, and whatever it says in there, written in there, in our site, it actually goes into reality. One of the factor actually in here for us, and I always hear it from our leaders, that since the beginning, atomic compensation plan never changed, and it will never change right until for the next century, and that is already established by the company. And one thing that I really like with the company growth, that the company, the founder of this business, when he promised it in the beginning, whoever reached into Imperial Master will have, right, a $1 million gift. And that is what was that last week when we do have a, right, presentation for the latest $1 million receiver, for imperial master. So that is the business and that is the integrity of this company. And Dan walked through to us all of those information. And this is, I always mention, the more that I learn this company, the more that I grow with this company, the more that I fall in love with this company. And not only that, right? Not only with the product, but the culture of this business. And of course, the mission of this company. But I just started this business. I am still learning a lot. And every day, and that is what I do. But hearing from us, and this is what I always mention here. I would like to share it before I bring right the conversation open into everybody, and of course for some of us in here, I would like to share this to everyone. So this company are giving us everything. I showed earlier the habit, daily habit that we can do. But the company itself is giving us this amazing success system. So by just attending all of this Success Academy seminar, education center, and of course in our CH that Atomy, it's all free and accessible to us. Even if we are working, we can listen to this, right? Even if for only like 30 minutes, we can learn how this business is so successful, how the lot of members or leaders, how they succeed. And they always mention this, just plug in into the system. But for us, above all of that, is a team collaboration. Attending this meeting, hearing it from others as well, asking question, of course, for the direct consultation, that's another one for us. But again, I offer this. So any one of us in here that would like to go through with this one-on-one business workshop or whatever I learned from this business, and I'm sure if anybody also would like to know, I just starting, as I mentioned earlier, right? Not yet as much as possible in terms of the knowledge, in terms of how much information I learned from the system, from other leaders in here. But the best that I am gaining in here, of course, is hearing from our leaders as well. Those leaders that already 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, or they even started from the beginning, hearing from them and how they really survived, right? Those challenges, those, right? Especially in the beginning, there are only a few countries open, there are only a few products, but right now, there are a lot of countries. If you think about it, 17 countries or 18 countries right now, including China, right? Or including New Zealand. And there are more countries to open. And every country is an opportunity for us to share, right? Our online shopping, to share the product experience that we do, and also to be or to have a business partner from those countries. But the best part for us and the most important thing that I really like in this business is hearing from our leaders. And for us in here, right, and I always emphasize this, and I'm very, very thankful that every Sunday, right, she's right there to support us, hearing from her and her own experience. And for the last how many years already, that is only the proof that this company is, right, offer a good future for us. So, Ari, if you can enlighten, especially our new white members in here, participants in this meeting, I think that's is the best that we can get from our leaders and also from this meeting.
Good morning, everyone. John, can I just share one screen? It's not really a
Yeah.
presentation. As I promised last week, I'll just talk about the story of the Crowd Master.
Yes. Yes, please.
So you all seeing a screen. So I haven't really prepared our slides. I just, because you probably don't know who is a new Crowd Master. So you see, are you all seeing a screen?
Yes, we are. Yes.
You all
Okay.
seeing a screen? Okay, just give me 1 second. 1 second. I'm not sharing the right screen. Okay, so She is the crown master, and as I mentioned, her ID is number 25. And she said it took her a while for her to become crown master or achieve that level because she suffered from liver cancer. And this is her husband. This is a story I heard like many years ago, like probably like when I started Atomy. CEO Park, you could CEO Park also not just running a company. He was really on the road recruiting people, people like adding members to Atomy. And I heard from number 1 to like 50, it was all recruited by CEO Hange Park. So I'm just thinking thinking probably she was one of the member that was registered by CEO Hange Park. She didn't talk about the detail because it was part of this ceremony that it was aired, right? It was aired during Korea Success Academy. Probably if she shared her personal story during one of the private lectures at the center, so probably she will share more detailed stories. But unfortunately, she doesn't have any presentation recording, none. And this is really first time knowing her name too. And it was a bit surprising because when you meet all the leaders, especially ladies, right? When you meet all the leaders, by the time they are royal masters or crown masters, imperial master, when you look at them, when you look at their skin, you won't be able to see them. It's glowing, but it doesn't show that much on her skin. She went over 8 surgeries. So thinking about that, it's not just a liver. She went over 8 surgeries, and plus, the treatment comes along with that, the cancer. Even so, she becoming imperial master still survive. I think that's a miracle stuff, right? So basically, probably you will be able to go to Atomy Korea, and then they just I think they just posted it last night. They posted because I was searching for her story, but they just posted last night what has been aired during Korean Success Academy, and they filmed it very well. So they made a storyline, right? So this is 10 years ago. So you see the number 10. So 10 years ago, what made them decide to do Atomy? What was their situation 10 years ago? So they said, so you see that you don't read the Korean, but you all see the numbers. They said they were living a life where they were always minus with $1,500. They're not over with $1,500 every month. Their life minus account $1,500 because of 2000, I don't even like 1997, 1998, the Korean country itself, they went over like an IMF, and because of that, his business went bankrupt. So their business went bankrupt. They basically lost everything, and they even started during a ceremony that her husband told her, you know what? I think it's time for us to just kill ourselves. That's what they mentioned because their life were like desperate. They didn't have any hope. They didn't know what to do. They were living debt over debt every month. So they really made their ultimate decision. You know what? Maybe we have no more future, no more hope. And that's when she met Atomy. And the reason she decided to do Atomy, I'm not sure what picture I have. Oh, so when she heard Atomy, she didn't really know much about it, but that's the time when she realized she has a liver cancer. As I mentioned, she already had a lot of debt, and she has a 1 daughter. So what she figured it out, if you really watch it, it's gonna like make you cry because she said if she dies because of cancer, her debt will be inherited to her daughter. It's not her asset. Her debt will be inherited to her daughter. So she knew that even if she dies, she'll be gone. But her daughter's life will be devastated because she will have to pay off all the debt the parents has created it. So she said, I cannot make my daughter's life miserable. So I have to do something. I must do Atomy. And before that, I must take something to boost up my immune system. That's when she heard about Hemohim too. And the person who introduced that to me. So I'm not. She didn't mention. So person who introduced him or him, the person said, "Come to Success Academy. You're gonna get free him or him." Because she didn't have the money to afford. So come to Success Academy, you're gonna get free him or him. And she said that she didn't go to school or learn much. So success, it's a like English word. So she didn't even know the definition of a success. Okay, I don't know what's a Success Academy. I don't know what is that for, but let me just go and find out. And on that first night of attending Success Academy, she was writing a life scenario. So we know the importance of writing a life scenario. So on the first night, she was drawing out the life scenario. And then that night, she made a decision to herself that through Atomy, I'm going to pay off all my debt. I will find new hope in my life. And I will make a turnout of my life because of Atomy. So she came home and she presented a life scenario to her husband and to her daughter. And then she said, I'm your wife, I'm your mother, but don't expect me to do like wife responsibility or mom responsibility. Until I make my success, I make my success with Atomy, I'll just go crazy with Atomy and hope you can support me with that. And what really made her decide, so this is what it says, Atomy, it works. What made her to think that way? So after she made a decision, her husband has one night, 2 days think happening with his colleagues. So his wife said, you know what, can you bring these items, Atomy items, can you go and sell them, try to sell them? And what happened? Her husband, of course, he went on that some kind of retreat or like camping with his buddies, and he sold all the product he brought. He was able to sell all the product and getting extra orders. So he came home with the extra orders. So she said, you know what, this business, it works. And from that moment, she said she went on crazy. But imagine, she's not like us. She doesn't have a health body condition. She's a cancer patient. But what she said, her partner's not in her area. So for example, she's living in Toronto, but she has one partner in Ottawa. She has a group in Ottawa, and she has another group in Niagara. She doesn't drive, so she has to be on the bus to go and meet them. So you can imagine how tired it can make her body. And then every time there is a resting place, like bus will stop in certain resting place. She said she will stop over there and she will sit down and then she will talk to herself. It's kind of too tired, so let me just take a nap. She said, let me just take a nap. And she said, sometimes I just wake up by the phone ring and it's dawn already. It's midnight already. Because she wasn't able to wake up. It was not just a nap. Because her body cannot endure all that, tiredness of the traveling different cities. But she didn't give up. That's the whole thing. She didn't give up. Imagine, like, we just get depressed or feel down, just getting 1 rejection, 2 rejection. Oh, it had to be too hard. We cannot do it. Maybe it's not for me. But she was a cancer patient. With her, that determination, really, nothing really stopped her. Nothing really stopped her. And yay, now they're the owner of, yes, John mentioned about $1 million cash bonus. Yes, Imperial Master. That's the next step for her. But you know how much is inside this carrier? Even total amount. I think Vision put her hand up.
I excuse us because I want to go back to my work. It's finished my rest time.
Oh,
I
okay.
use the uniform. I go back to my work.
Alrighty.
Thank you. And next time I want to join again.
Okay, thank you, Vision.
And thank you, John. Dan. Bye bye all.
So inside the carrier, $300,000 cash bonus. Not bad, right? $300,000 cash bonus. It took her 10 years to become Crown Master, but imagine, even before her, there are 24 other members above her, right? But above her, 24 other members, but among the members, 2 are Imperial Master, because number 3 and number 4 are Imperial Master. And we don't know what happened to the rest of the members, whether they're still doing Atomy or they gave up on Atomy already. So she said it took her long years for her to become crowd master. I think that's something for her to celebrate for not giving up based on her health condition. Right? Because we have so many excuses that we cannot do Atomy, this business is not working. People trying to come up with the many reasons that this business is not working for them. But we always trying to find the reason why. Look at her. After 10 years, now she's a cancer-free. I think that's amazing news, isn't it? Right? She went over 8 surgeries, all the treatments. Of course, there was a big health of him, and now she's a winner, like owner of that $300,000 cash bonus. And she mentioned what she said, Atomy, because she compare with the navigator, right? When you get on the car, right, on the navigator, you put your destination, and what the navigation do? The navigator will tell you exact road, so you won't make any mistake. It will give you the exact direction where to go, so you will be able to reach your destination right on time. In your life navigation, she said, put Atomy, and the company provide the whole systems for you. Right? Atomy company provide the whole system where you can follow and reach the destination you want to go. Right? Don't go any other ways. So she said, I don't have much education, right? I don't have much ability, but because of Atomy's amazing product, right? Plus, she told herself that many times that it's really good that I made a decision. I didn't give up. I persevere all those hard times that I made this happen. But at the same time, she also thanks the system, the product. There are so many other leaders. Their stories are inspiring, but to me, her story, something we can really share to many people. That Atomy really, she said she was living a life zero hope, zero. But Atomy gave her hope. Now she can share that hope to many people. And the reason he decided to do Atomy, it was a fun. I think he just started to like entertain people. The only reason I did Atomy, because you should always listen to your wife. When you listen to your wife, whole family will be happy. So that's why he said that's why he decided to do Atomy. But they both were being on the stage, which means it's not only she did Atomy, he also participated. Because remember, because he went out and sold all those Atomy products and got extra orders. That's the reason she saw the vision of Atomy. So he said, I thanked myself for making that great decision, for listen to my wife for that day, for doing it Atomy. I think it's amazing success story for Atomy. It's not about their making 10 million, 20 million. She's a cancer survivor, and not only that, she didn't give up. Right? I'm sure there are tons of like hard times, but she didn't give up. She didn't give up. Now she's a crowned master, and I'm sure she will stay. She will work hard until she became an imperial master. Right? So I think that's the attitude we need. Once you decided to become successful in Atomy, don't try to find any excuses why this business won't work. Just focus on finding a reason why this business is working and why we should do Atomy. And I think everybody knows why. We're not really publicly sharing, but we all know our own why of why we need to do Atomy, right? So always keep your mind based on, it was really good topic that Jonathan went over, that 8 success daily habits. So that's something we need to do. And top of that, always keep why. Just remind yourself why you're doing Atomy every single day. Remind yourself every single day. Because if you don't, sometimes you kind of lose track. Why am I doing? Sometimes people say, why am I doing Atomy? Why am I getting rejections? Oh, maybe it's not for me. But you have to remind yourself why you're doing Atomy. Then whatever hard it comes, you'll be able to easily overcome it, right? So I just want to share her successful story, inspiring story. So we will have another amazing week to be motivated with Atomy. Thank you.
That's a great story, Ari. I think the biggest positive thing about the story is we should consider, like, even with all these headwinds, she could still become a crown master in 10 years. It's not a delayed one. It's she could still do it. That was the biggest positive aspect of the story. And this proves, like, if you don't give up, if you continue to chug along, you will eventually get there at some point of time.
It is, yes.
Thank you for that, Ari. Um, as I mentioned, hearing from our leaders, not only the success, right? We know we are all going in there. We are all going to succeed in this right journey, but hearing how they really fight for those right challenges. Not only this is another very good um, story. I already heard a lot of story, but this one is another amazing story. But how those kind of dedication coming from or started from our own founder, the chairman of this company, right? As Aaron mentioned, he was the one actually like us right now, going after to every consumer, right? Talking to them, sharing about our product, the quality of the product that we have, and also the vision of his company, right, for everybody. So without sleeping, he's on the road every day, driving far from places, cities to city, just to talk and share this, right? The vision of what he has in this company for everybody. So, and I think he is a great motivator. He is a great visionary person. When you only watch his VOD, you will basically already knows how this company started and what he is already envisioned like 10 years ago. So for us in here, we already hear how right this company being established, how this company, right, the culture of the company being right practiced, and what is the mission and the vision of this company for all of us as a member consumer of this product. I would like to open the floor to any question, right, for discussion for everybody in here, right, before we right end our meeting for this week. So any questions that you may have, please just unmute your microphone and ask. Anyone that likes to ask question? Hearing none, just like that. Hearing none. So again, why don't be shy. If anybody would like to ask questions, just ask question. And I think that is the most important for us, right? Especially in this business. I think a lot of us in here are already carried away with that story, right? So I would like to share these slides in here. I think this is my last slides for this week, right? What do, and that is including myself when I started on this business, is the level of my comfort zone. I'm like 98% of the population of us being like this, right? I can't do it, right? It's so hard. And even when I ask a lot of people, why there is no brainer on this business to join. No fee for registration. There is no obligation to the company to purchase a product, right? There is no fee for the whole year for you to pay for it. But I always give this answer, that is hard or that can't be done. It is impossible. Those kind of stuff. While insecurity. Meanwhile, nobody here yet what is really out to me is when they do or when we do, here is right what we feel. Right now, I am sure a lot of people in here on us, right? That story alone that right Ari shared it to us, those information that Dan right shared it to us, the product itself that can right shared it to us, those are proof. And those are not only written in the book, those are reality, right? About the company, the success of members, of leaders, of people that started before and right now, right after 10 years. And look at the story of this Crown Master. You know, what is how much Crown Master is making. Yeah, we don't discuss about it with this, but hopefully next week we will discuss more about that. How much a Crown Master is making, right? After 10 years. And this is my dream. I know I've been working two jobs here in Canada for the last 10 years, and my dream is not to work another two jobs for the next 10 years. My dream is after 10 years, I'm already retired and enjoying, maybe helping a lot more people, right? So in 10 years, I'm sure if she did it with her condition, why can't I? Why can't we? Right? And since the beginning, I already emphasized this. Be this 2% of the population, and maybe if all of us in here, right, 15 people are in here, if we can channel it or change it into, right, 3%, or add these 15 people to be more productive, and also, right, not only for ourselves, but also for helping others as well. And this is a great, right, opportunity or platform for us to be with. But when I started with this business, and this is what I have to, my health, and I regained my health. And now I am working right to build my wealth. So all of us in here, all of us has this chance as well. We can work it all. We can work together as a team. We can be right, support each other. And this is what I mentioned earlier about team collaboration. So hopefully next week, right, we will be able to gather it again, right, and power up our knowledge, right, our experiences, hearing it from others as well. So invite more people, we invite more members, invite newcomers in here for us, and we will be there, right, to educate and teach and share our knowledge as well for this company. Reach out to us if anybody wants to do one-on-one discussion. Yes, I will be happy. I'm sure Dan will be happy. Binod can, right? Will be happy. Our Joyce and even Ari will be happy to accommodate that. So again, the information is free, and the company is giving us a free platform to learn this business. Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope to see you all again next Sunday.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Okay, thank you again. Okay, everybody. Nessa, our Joyce from Poland. Emma, thank you for joining us in here. Lucy from Kuwait. Okay, Malapa. Thank you, everyone. Tony
Bye-bye.
from New York. Okay, Sally. Thank you, Ampi. Thank you so much, and hope to see you guys again. Heidi, thank you so much, Heidi, for joining us this week. And hope to see you guys again next week. Okay, bye.